not muted. We're live.
We're live and we're back for the Epic Cup again.
Yes.
Very exciting. And this time, two Div 5 teams fighting it out.
Right. Two Div 5 teams who are in Group A. If I'm not mistaken, that is... Some people have suggested the Group of Death, maybe?
Supposedly for each of these teams, then, this is the one they can win.
Yes. I mean, we'll see what happens with the other matches, but the other two teams in the division are Hands Up, who finished first, and Johnny Sin's buddies, who...
Who are also absolutely formidable.
Yeah, they fell off towards the end of the season, but I think they'd won about 6 games undefeated without dropping a map or something like that, so...
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, all to fight for in this one then. Get your win in while it's easy. Yeah. Relatively easy, at least, we'll say.
Yeah.
And it's 2 shreds, you say, versus...
Renai clan.
Renai clan. Now, we are waiting for the map draft to start, but having had a bit of a nosy doing my research, it looks like Rennies have definitely got Towers of Doom as their favourite map. They've picked it 4 times, played on it 5 times, won it 100% of the time. So if you're looking at a map ban, that's the one to go for.
Yeah.
Other than that, they actually have better win rates on some of the maps they haven't picked this season, Rennies.
Okay.
So they've picked Volskaya and Cursed Hollow twice, but both of them they're only on a 50% win rate. But then Infernal Shrines they've only picked once. They've played on it 4 times and they've got a 75% win rate there. They've also had Ultrac Pass picked against them 3 times, and they're rocking a 66% win rate there. So I would probably, in terms of banning against them, be looking at Towers of Doom and Infernal Shrines.
Yep.
Now, Infernal Shrines is a map that to shreds pick, but it's not worked out that well for them this season. They've played on it 5 times and only won it 40% of the time. So yeah, I would still think that's worth them banning. To Shred's favourite maps being BOE, Dragonshire, and Braxis, with 100%, 75%, and 100% win rate. So, yeah, those are definitely the ones that they're going to be favouring. And as there's 3 maps that they perform very well on, you can't ban them all, so we're going to see one of them today.
Yep, definitely. So, map pick will be decided by Renai clan. And they're going to start off with a Braxis ban. That's one of the 3.
Yep, one of the 3. Played on it 3 times, 100% win rate, so it makes sense to get rid of that one. I think we shall now see the Towers of Doom banned back, but
yep, there it is.
Towers of Doom. It's nice at this stage of the season where there's so much data.
Yeah, people are very predictable. You have to adapt and be unpredictable if you want to be successful at this point.
Yeah, now's the time to pull out the wild, murky strategies and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yep, exactly.
Renai clan are about to ban. My prediction being BOE. They might play on it themselves.
I don't think they have, unless I've missed it.
Yeah, they haven't, but it's a map that a lot of people are comfortable on. Whereas Dragonshire, if you know you're against a team with a strong solo laner, you ban that out, which they have done.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's possibly sensible if you think their solo laner is going to beat your solo laner, or if you're particularly scared of big macro strategies. And then final ban to come out from To Shreds. And I don't know what it's going to be. I think it should be Infernal. See? Now,
could see it being cursed, maybe.
Yeah. Div 5, we must admit, we haven't done a lot of casting on it this season. Stuck mainly to Div 4. So we haven't cast either of these teams before, have we?
That is correct. No, a couple of matches from Div 5. These 2 teams have played each other before, though.
Okay.
in previous seasons. And similar to the match we cast the other night, and they're going into it sort of 1 win apiece. Loading the matches up now. So
And both teams have played for quite a few seasons, haven't they?
yeah, they have. So in season 10, Renai Clan won 2-1 against them in Division 6, and then in last season, no, this season, round 1 the two played and to Shreds won 2-0. So both teams winning 1.
Yeah. And an interesting, so final ban was All Track Pass, which hadn't actually been picked by Rennie Clan, but they did have a 66% win rate on it, having played 3 times with it being picked against them. So Rennie Clan have then taken us straight away to Volskaya Foundry.
So both teams have played it, haven't they? I don't know how successful they've been.
I can tell you this now. So, to Shreds, played on it twice, 50% win rate. So, nothing to write home about there. And that's possibly why Rennie Clan have picked it. Rennie Clan have picked it twice themselves, played on it 4 times, but also rocking a 50% win rate. So, it's obviously one they like to take people to, and they must have a go to strategy, but with varying success. So, could go either way. It's not a map that either of them have completely dominated on and are off to a really strong advantage. I think if to Shreds obviously have the choice of picking map next time, I think it will really surprise me if they don't, because they've got maps with 100% win rate on that are available for them to pick. So people are at the moment fighting over who has to set up the lounge.
Not so much fighting, it's just as, you know.
They're trying to encourage casters to do it.
There's too many casters, so. Is someone actually doing it? Or I think Scovold might have.
I mean, don't look at me. I've never done one. That sounds like captain material to me. Ooh.
Okay, I'm taking charge and doing it.
Good job, Poppin. Well volunteered. You were the only caster that reacted, so you kind of put your foot in it there.
Clan on the right. That's nice portrait synergy.
Nice portrait synergy, making your job very easy.
Yes.
And some nice player levels there on them. Got a couple, 1,600, 2,000, 1,400 almost.
Yeah.
Now, SSG Vegeta. Has he played in other teams before?
Not that I know of. I don't know off the top
Maybe
of my
there's
head.
just multiple Vegetas in the game, and obviously it rings a bell because of DBZ.
Maybe.
Now, fair to say that the last match we cast was very exciting, very close.
Yes.
And that obviously has got me excited for this one. I'm hoping for a similar performance. Whereabouts within Div 5 did both of these teams finish?
So to Shreds were in the top 4. I think they were third or fourth off the top of my head. Third.
Yeah.
And Renai Clan, if you look at the divisions, they appear fourth, but because of tiebreakers, they fifth, I believe.
Okay.
So both very close.
I mean, very close, yeah.
I'm just looking at the game that they did play earlier this season, and it looked fairly close just from the stats. So
Neither one of them will be coming into this thinking it's a given then.
No. No,
Good work.
definitely not.
Good Okay, we are nearly there with the lounge being set up.
Yeah,
Lobby being set up.
everyone's in there.
Forecasters all ready to go.
All forecasters.
Now, Poppin, I'm very upset to say that no one's watching us right now. Obviously showing that we are not the favourite of the casters.
There's a few people in chat. Hello, everyone.
Are they?
There's three people.
My
So
Twitch is lying to me.
3 people who would rather listen to it in English than Norwegian or German. So
I mean, I'm seeing Anton, so he's possibly up there as our number one fan. And Bean. Already a bit of banter going on between the teams. They've obviously had scrims or something together by the looks of it.
right, just preparing the contest so I don't forget and have to do it all at the last second. Because I need to steal your points.
Now, why would you need a point of view stream when you've got 3 people casting it?
Heroes at School does a lot of streaming. I think he definitely does a lot
I
of
don't think.
casting. So maybe it feels wrong to not stream it. You know.
I mean, I'd rather keep my internet speeds up a bit higher. But that's because we've got rubbish English internet.
That's true. Right. Lots of chatter going on in the lobby, but Renai clan are ready.
It's now gets that time where we need to start looking at heroes that they usually pick and what's going to be strong on this map.
Yes, good point.
So 4-man double rotations with obviously the need to get camps and a strong solo laner. So I'm seeing a Johanna on both teams as a popular choice. So they may well be fighting over that one or trying to ban it out. Rhaegar also played. Well, not played by Renai, actually. My bad. Oh, they've played it a bit, 3 times. So we could see Rhaegar comps coming out. There's a lot to ban here. There is a lot to consider here, actually. You've got Greymane played 10 times by Renai clan, and then Deckard 9, Urel 8, ETC 6. Whereas ETC's been picked 8 times by to shreds. Johanna 7, Rhaegar 6, Anna 5, Anduin 5. So yeah, nice flexibility there for support.
Yeah. Not a huge amount of crossover between the two teams, I don't think, is there? I mean, obviously there's...
I think the tank's the only real crossover here, ETC and Johanna being the favoured tanks. I mean, if you look at to shreds from main tank, they've got ETC 8 times, Johanna 7.
Mm-hmm.
You then drop all the way down to... Whew, I'm still going. You drop all the way down to a Nubarak twice.
Okay.
And Mal'Ganis once, Tyrael once.
Right.
So realistically, if you're looking at target ban, you might be thinking tank choke, get them on something uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see if we see that now as we enter the draft. So
ETC with the Anduin or the Anno as well. Obviously, if they're looking at CC chains, setting up a hard engage, that's possibly it's the more threatening hero. Johanna obviously tends to reflect a more of a, so we say, a more of a passive team fight rather than the hard engage.
Yeah, definitely.
So you might want to take the ETC away just to shut down a lot of aggression.
Mm-hmm. Garrosh ban
Interesting seeing
down.
the Garrosh ban first off. That might be more of a reflection of not liking to play against Garrosh. I mean, they've played him 3 times, so I did miss that. They have played Grosh 3 times. It's been banned against them 5 times though, so perhaps they're just going off what they've seen other teams ban.
Yeah, possibly. It's a good map for Garrosh, I think, this one. Of all the maps, it's
Yeah.
Johanna banned.
Johanna.
Are we going to see an extreme tank choke?
Oh, I do love a bit of tank choke. Force people onto the May, maybe. We might get to see her.
That's true. We didn't.
I,
The match we cast the other day, we did not see her. She wasn't banned. She wasn't picked, and that was over 3 maps. So
she's still got her bugs, so she can't use one of her ult. She can't use Avalanche.
yeah, that's right.
And then she can't use the level 20 Ice Block talent either.
Yep, Flash Freeze. That's also banned out.
So that might be
Oh,
putting people off
she's
it. Oh, there
banned.
you
Hooray!
go. Ooh.
I
Maybe
mean,
they've been looking at some player history and seen that people have been practicing her. We're enjoying her at the moment. She doesn't seem OP, but she certainly opens up a few strategies, doesn't she?
definitely. Yes. We are working hard on that. Ready for next season?
Next season, ban May against me or fear the wrath of May.
And the final ban from the first phase is Cassia. So
Cassia.
ETC is still open, so you'd expect him to be picked up
I think you want to
quite
pick him up
quickly.
early
Yeah,
to stop them getting a denial pick against you, because there is that chance that they will do that, and then that will force you onto your Anubarak that you've played twice.
yeah.
Because and again, if they're thinking of ETC as an engage with like the support being the follow up CC, then Anubarak fulfills that same rule, but obviously he's just not that popular at the moment. We do
So
see Tassadar picked up.
yeah, so maybe a bit of a denial pick there as well. Renai clan have won four of the 5 matches they've used him, so
Get ready for the
yeah.
Rhaegar.
Ooh.
We're in the lower divs now, Poppin.
Rhaegar Greymane? Your L
No,
Greymane.
we're gonna see Rhaegar Tassadar Bloodlust Archon, surely.
Oh, okay, I thought Renai clan might pick it up to deny the denial.
ETC's still not taken either. Now, Power Slide with then a Force Wall to trap that person is quite a nice combo. So I would be disappointed if they're not looking at kind of a hard engaged tank, something with a point and click CC. There's the Sleep Dart, there's the Power Slide, Force Wall. They've got to think about something to save people from that wombo combo, because one person is going to be CC changed forever, and in that situation, you can even kill a UL.
Can you? Can you really?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah, we'll have to see who the
Now,
support is.
looking at it, they've Deckard 9 times they've played, 77% win rate. That Stay a While and Listen is the ultimate disengage. So
Yeah, that's true.
I might look at banning that out if I was to Shreds.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of thinking what they're going to do to stop your strategy from working. Just looking at support, you literally have the Deckard 9 times. After that, it's then Alex Straza 4 times. And they took the Rhaegar away, which has only been played 3 times by Renai. I suppose you don't want the Bloodlust growing main. With a
Yeah.
UL as well, you
Mm-hmm.
can jump in. I
That
would
could be pretty
be
nasty.
thinking about keeping your Tassadar alive. Now, Tassadar can obviously save the Force Wall to just kind of put it in front of herself. Itself. Is Tassadar a guy? Girl?
Yes,
No,
he
guy.
is male.
So Tassadar can just put the Force Wall in front of himself and try to disengage that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not great against a Greymane or a UL, really. So possibly want a bit more peels for that poor Tassadar.
Imperious deck had picked up some nice crowd control there. So is that
Main tank
main
Imperious.
tank Imperious? It can work. It can be very effective. So Sonya Jimmy. Okay.
Did I overlook Imperious as like a? They really haven't played Imperious much this season.
No, so maybe a bit of a hero they're pulling out for the playoffs, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, They haven't played him this season, and they've actually banned him 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So this is definitely a bit of a different strategy for them.
Yeah, that sounds good. Mixing it up.
Now, if it
Ooh.
Hello. I mean, I almost feel a bit sorry for Two Shreds that they don't have a bit of a better mage for punishing, obviously,
Mhm.
that heavy
Yeah.
front line.
Mhm.
Like, a Ring of Frost or a Living Bomb, something like that will really AoE them down would be nice. But they'll get a lot of value still here from Tassadar if he can stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, I like the blow up of Renai Clan. The Alarak combo, Imperious stun, Decade follow up, all that grey main damage. It's gonna be hard. Like even Anna will struggle to heal that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've got to Shreds just looking for a pick where they can get it. So just single target blow up,
Mhm.
CC chain that one person. As soon as they do that, they're just going to get absolutely face checked
Yeah.
by Renai Clan. So it's going to be a case of who can get that first kill off
Mm.
quickest and
Yeah.
disengage,
So
or whoever gets that first kill, can they keep chasing up on that and
mhm.
kind of capitalize it and get multiple kills?
Yeah. I think to Shreds are happy with the longer fight if it does go on. I think
Yeah.
just about. But then Renai Clan have
Do
the
you want to
Decade.
bet first?
No, I want you to because I can't decide.
I'm kind of just going with the what looks like a more traditional team
Yeah.
comp to me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think, and obviously maybe it's because we've not seen either of these teams play before, so it's kind of going, well, let's stick
Mhm.
with what seems like the safer option.
Yeah.
So on the left we have two Shreds with Heroes School playing Reyna, Killer Worst playing ETC, Black Widow playing Tassadar, Coma playing Sonya, and Eerie playing Anna.
And on the right hand side we have Renai Clan, we have Zosh on Alarak, Talia on Decade, Vegeta on Imperious, Karika on Irel, and Jean-Luc on Greymane. No shiny hero for Renai Clan today, but
Everyone getting straight to mid, which is nice to see. But the minions are out quite quickly into the bot lane here, so someone wants to think about rotating down. And it's going to be interesting to see how quickly these teams get camps. To Shreds has a very nice comp for double soaking and getting the camps. I think Renai Clan are going to struggle a bit more with the wave clear, but depends how effective Greymane is at it. ETC already finding himself in a bit of trouble, and very nice from the Alarak to pull him back and get the kill there. Jimmy's trying to do his best to punish that Greymane on the way out, but it really didn't seem to have much impact. And that's the thing you've got to watch out here for. You're an ETC, but you're still very squishy, so be cautious going forward because there's a lot of tank killing potential there.
definitely that's what I was saying about Anna not being able to really heal them up. I mean, when she gets the
Triple healing
triple
dart.
healing dart thing, and the cleanse, that'll really help. But obviously those are level 13 and 16, so they're just going to
Yeah.
have to be extra careful. Maybe some defensive force walls will come in handy now, early game. I mean,
Yes.
you want to be using them offensively, but, you know, that might help keep your ETC alive.
So both range DPS and supports getting the camp, but the Greymane proving to be the faster. And Renai Clan finding themselves half a level ahead at this stage. They're slightly ahead on the rotation, as well as obviously getting that kill.
We might see a bit of aggression here, but Reyna scouting out the bush with his Q.
Yeah. Early game is, I mean, as we can tell, it's already starting to go the way of Renai Clan in the team fight. I think that will even out a bit later on. I think late game the team fight might swing in the favour of to Shreds. Obviously, if they hold on and then they don't kind of start to fall behind.
So both teams hitting level 4, just having a quick look at talents. Nothing massively surprising. It looks fairly standard, to me anyway.
Yeah, looks very standard to me as well.
Block talents all around because of Jimmy and Greymane, so Dauntless picked up by Irel and Block Party by ETC. Makes sense. As Renai Clan start their camp, Shreds are going to do the same, but they're just a little bit slower, but It's
Renai
not
don't
too
tap
much.
it straight away either.
Yeah, it's not a massive deal on this map. You can
And
do all sorts of timings with those siege camps.
we were about to see an attempt on Tastar's life, I think. It was that, or they were considering trying to get that healing camp if they could go unnoticed. Deckard coming up, I think they will look for the healing camp now then.
Yeah, I mean, you set up some potions near the objective, so he's done what he needs to there. So yeah, they can look to maybe sneak
It's
that
not
camp.
started it. I think,
No,
is this just a bit of indecision, maybe trying to find a pick somewhere?
it looks like it. The Imperius has been positioning aggressively, like they're looking for it.
Ooh.
Nice combo.
So the Deckard slow, allowing the Alarak to just set up, but here's the Force Wall getting Imperius out of position and allowing them to punish him a little bit back.
Oh.
And again, it's very much that Deckard with the slow on his Q, the cube.
His W.
W.
Yep.
Yeah, slow on his W, allowing them to then set up the engage.
Yeah, so
And then
Renai clan have used their turret in that engage there, so slight advantage to shreds, although both turrets are back up, so teams can look towards them now.
Shreds are a little bit split here. ETC is wanting to push in on the objective, but his team were clearing the wave. So he actually had a couple opportunities there to set up basically CC chains on someone and couldn't really take advantage of it because his DPSs weren't there. So they do push in now, and then they automatically give it to go get their turret camp instead. And ETC looking for the invade. He's gonna get back to safety. Here's the Force Wall trapping Urel, but she's just able to get out of it. Sonya's spinning to winning, getting back to bot lane. Probably going to do a little bit of healing up before we fight again.
So are both teams just going to get the turret now? Yeah, that's what I would expect. But, or maybe not. Maybe Renai clan are going to push in while they see Sonya bots trying to blow up that ETC. Can't quite do it. Going to back off and wait for those cooldowns to reset.
Both teams really want the engage, and they really want to isolate one hero and kill them. But because of what looks almost like a bit of indecision between people wanting to make sure they keep up with the soak, people wanting to stand on the objective, and kind of various other things, that it's just being a bit uncoordinated, so neither team able to get that kill.
Yeah.
Imperius going in on the ETC, he's going to get out alive, he's got his power slide, but they did a lot of damage to him there.
Yeah.
Sonya unlucky not to get the Imperius. There was, of course, healing potions waiting for him. And Alarak puts a lot of pressure on Jimmy here, who actually steps back in to try to land a shot and almost does die for it. CC out on pass. The CC chain from
nice
Renai, it's on such a low cooldown that they can just continuously look for the kills. Good job by Hero School to pick up that kill, but is he gonna... Oh, he gets out. That's nice.
The Greymane cocktail as well. I didn't think he was going to make it then.
Yeah, so they obviously lost the objective, but that just takes a little bit of the pressure off. Well not taken in mid. They're going straight up to top to obviously push that and probably try to get the well there. Yeah. Those two towers falling very quickly, and the Protector goes in and starts hitting the well, so they're not going to have the well for the next objective. But that Protector's taking a lot of damage. They can possibly look to gank these when that goes down if they're not careful.
Yeah, they were lucky then. The wave had already pushed in by itself, so it already started damaging the towers and took some of the shots away from the Protector. So it doesn't look like they're going to get much else from it, but that's good value. They got the one tower on mid, opened it up a bit, then they got that well on top, like you said. So, and they've just hit level 10, so they might look for a quick fight here. Big damage coming out on Tassadar.
Easy. And the stay a while just stopping a team from being able to help. Now, Flying Classic saying in the chat that they need to focus the Imperius. I think it actually is that they need to pick which target they are focusing. When they're getting the pressure on the ETC, it's typically on the ETC, but obviously it's been a couple times on Jimmy or Task. But when that pressure comes in, I think they kind of lose their coordination a little bit, and it just becomes just try to survive and get out kind of as much as possible. So level 10 talents coming in. We can show those to the chat now quickly. Again, nothing too surprising there. So Nano, Wrath of the Berserker, Archon, Mosh Pit and Raina's Raider for to shreds. And then Yrel goes for the Ardent Defender, Angelic Arguments, Counter Strike, Curse Bullet, and the Stairwell we've seen come out.
Yeah. Nice blow up potential with a Curse Bullet, as if they didn't have enough damage to chunk down ETC. So, need to be very careful there. Sonya falling low on bot, she's feeling all that damage. Curse Bullet and the follow up, we just missed that there, but she does get out alive.
There's a lot to keep people alive as well for when two shreds try to focus them. So the Ardent Defender, the obviously Angelic why can't I talk? Angelic Armaments and the Counter Strike, all possible ones to save themselves from being targeted. So that does make to shreds life a little bit more difficult.
I think a minute ago you called it Angelic Arguments, and that just sounds hilarious. That'd be a good heroic. I don't know how it'd work, but
that's one for Carbot, I think. Here comes the gank. They're going for. I think he wanted Anna there, got the ETC. Here's not a mosh. Stay a while, stops that. Counter Strike nearly kills the ETC, but it looks like he's gonna get deleted.
Yeah, there's the arguments taking him down, big damage.
Yeah. And to shreds having no choice but to back out.
So they can put a bit of pressure on this fort here. They've got another just over 10 seconds till ETC comes back. Nice spear on Reina, but they can't quite take him down.
Now, we didn't get the mosh pit there. I think it was interrupted, possibly. I'll put on a 9 second.
That conveyor belt spelling the end of Jimmy, unable to escape.
That was painful to watch. I think just kind of thinking of two shreds and what they need to start thinking about doing in this situation is, I think their only choice is actually to start to be the aggressor. I feel like every time the engage has come from Renai clan so far.
Yeah.
And that it needs to be that to shred start catching someone out and really calling that engage on one target. And possibly accepting that the ETC will probably die at the same time.
So Renai clan backing off while all 5 of their members come up for the fight.
Yeah, I just say that when I read out the level 10 talents, I was really hoping that you'd read out Renai clans because they've all got long names.
I'll remember that next time.
I started, I was like, oh no, I'm on my own here.
You had a good flow going, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Tastar trying to poke down Deckard a little bit, but here comes the engage. They get the root, the stairwell comes out. Tastar's going to be in a lot of trouble here if he does. Oh, he gets lucky. The Sonya was enough of distraction to keep Sadar alive. She's got low health, so she's going to limp back to Anna and stand still and wait for the healing dart to heal her up a bit.
Yeah. Well, she's been healed up a bit now, so it'd be good to see to shreds really push in and try and engage here while Stairwell's down.
Oh, okay, nice so Yrel's in a lot of trouble. Nice power slide, but she gets the
Ardent Defender
off, and Sonya and ETC instead finding themselves in trouble. ETC dies, Sonya gets away. Tassadar, Archon runs out just as the Imperius lands his spear, but Tassadar gets out with the sliver of health there.
I think it's really nice positioning from Renai clan. They're making it really hard for the ETC to, isolate someone. It's the only option there that he managed to find was 0, and then she just popped her heroic and she was fine. Yeah. So I think the positioning really well.
I think they need to watch as well engaging when you've got an Imperius still behind you. Obviously able to distract your assassins.
So presumably they're going to come to bot with this protector now. They might throw a few abilities on mid while they are passing. Oh no, they're just going to stroll past. Oh no, turning back, no, going back. So
it definitely looks like Hero School's the most aggressive player on shreds.
Yeah, he's a substitute for them today, so
he's definitely wanting to chase kills a lot in this situation.
Yeah, so maybe not quite.
Yrel goes in, gets a nice stun, and they're again getting slowed by that treadmill getting in a bit of trouble with that. They do have a nice comp for being able to defend structures compared to obviously the heavy melee comp that it isn't necessarily the best for pushing in, with the exception of Raymain.
So looks like they will save the fort. They did lose the well, but they take down the protector, and they're about to hit 16, but they haven't quite hit it just yet. Nice Alarak combo on ETC and Renai, and they both go down. Very strong follow-up. Tassadar's probably going to go down as well, unless he can get a bit of help from Anna.
Good job keeping him alive over the wall, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, too much crowd control.
Imperius did a really good job landing a spear on Jimmy. The ETC went in to save him, but at that stage, the Tassadar and the Sonya had just they thought the team fight was over and left. So when all of Renai turned around and killed the ETC and the Jimmy, Tassadar and Sonya were still making their way back and weren't really able to help them out.
Yeah, so Renai clan steal the turret up to shreds, they go for the healing camp, and then presumably they're going to get their own turrets soon.
Yeah.
And then they're just going to be full of items.
Sonya in a lot of trouble here. If this Imperious Spear lands, she is dead. Goodbye to Sonya.
Oh, nice save from Anna. Very nice healing, just appearing in time and managing not to get in trouble herself.
That's why I don't play Anna, because I would not have landed the healing dart.
A good attempt though. Some nice crowd control there.
I'm going to be realistic with you here, Pop.
Yes.
I don't see 2 shreds coming back in this game.
They need to land a good mosh pit to get them back in.
They just really need a good initiation when Renai aren't expecting it.
Yeah, they need to, maybe not right the second. Archon's about to come back up, but yeah, they need to hide in a bush.
Before 20 and before the next objective.
This is what they need to do.
If they can get Deckard on the rotation up, this will be big for them.
They're all
here, they're all able to do it. But look at the Tassadar's position. He's luckily had enough time to come around there. But if that engage had happened earlier, he wouldn't have been able to help. And ETC just didn't go for the engage. There was no...
I mean, I think there was interrupts around, so maybe you don't have to commit to the mosh pit, do you? But you could maybe just have a go and see what happens, right? If you don't commit too many heroics.
Yeah. They've still got a bit of time before 20. They've got every ult. Get a fight now. You need to do it. Get them on the rotation down. Do something, because you don't want them to be stood on point with 20, with a well, with a fort. You're not going to be able to contest it, so you need to kill someone now.
Yeah,
and here comes level 20 anyway. Misses the power slide and disengage. They can still look to go... ETC's dead.
Ooh,
surely.
Nice sleep by Anna. I thought we might see a big mosh pit.
Yeah.
But nah. So yeah, level 20 is a really long way away to shreds. They're not going to get it before this objective gets channeled.
Do you think you just completely give the objective, try to get 20 and then defend?
They've got, as you mentioned earlier, they've got really nice defense with the Jimmy and the Tassadar and the Sonya to an extent. Camp
Invader bot. Yeah, I think you just try to get 20 not by having everyone in top lane, that's for sure, by trying to soak at least 2 lanes. Sonya soak mid, 4-man get the top 4, but you're going to have to defend your keep here.
Yeah.
This is nice decision making by Renai. They've seen them all top, they've got time. They've got 3 turrets there. Even if they just put these down, they'll take the keep. And 2 people still top, not backing, so 3 people top, sorry. So they're not committing anything to the defense. There's nothing in ETC and Sonya are going to do except for die.
I'd love to see the...
He could have landed a 4-man pit there.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
If Athens had been there, that would have turned the game completely in their favour.
Yeah, 5v4 could have been good there, even with the talent tier disadvantage, but they're just going to let them get the objective and look to defend it. If they don't get picked off, then...
They got top 4, but they lost their wall for that, and they're still level 19.
Ooh, Anna's in trouble here. She's been slowed, but should be able to get away.
That Deckard slow is a really nice setup for these CC chains. ETC in the stay a while. He gets out. The curse bullet misses. We've got the spear on ETC. Here's the pit. not the pit. Not the pit. Ah!
Sonya's in a bit of
And
trouble. She's being
Sonya
chased down by
trying
the
to spin to
Protector.
win her way out.
Imperious
And
finishes her off.
Anna was still saving ETC, so yeah, she's nowhere nearby. The keep is going to fall very quickly. Protector's still above half health. They're going straight for core. This could be game.
Yeah, you need, they need a mosh pit play now.
Have we seen Mosh even cast once?
I'm not sure we have. I think
It's not gone off once. If he tried to cast it and got interrupted earlier.
Yeah.
And there's another interrupt. 9 seconds, enjoy it. And this core is losing health very quickly. That first game to Renai Clan.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, they won the rock, paper, scissors draft with this very unconventional comp.
Yeah.
But, I mean, could Renai have, could to shred Soy have built more into talents to counter that? Maybe.
Maybe.
Hyperion might have helped.
Black Hole could have been nice, maybe, if they
Yeah.
jump on one hero, Black Hole
Yeah,
away, and
definitely. Particularly if you got a force wall behind it, you could have absolutely destroyed them. So I think there was choices that could have been made in terms of talent choices, but realistically, it was just the fight was always on Renai Clan's terms. It was always their decision to take the fight. And perhaps that just came from their confidence getting knocked in the first couple of fights. Like that ETC, the very first encounter in mid lane, right at level 1, he nearly died straight away then. I think he might have died straight away then. And I think after that, there was just wasn't that confidence to push into them, really. Very well played by Renai. I like the unconventional comp. Like we said, first time playing Imperious this season. So they took a risk there, and it definitely paid off.
Definitely something to watch for other teams to watch out for in these playoffs. Wonder if they have some more surprises for us that we won't be able to anticipate using the stat screen on the Lounge website.
I mean, neither of these teams seem to have picked any particularly cheesy heroes. So we're not seeing any Vikings, Murkies, anything kind of like that. But hey, if we're expecting the unexpected now, fingers crossed, right?
Exactly. Seen one Asmodan from to shreds, and they won that game. That's closest we're going to get, I think.
Right. So that was Renai Clan's map. So it was their strategy that they took us to. Is it going to be... I'm just reading Yosh's comment, sorry. Is this going to be now map choice for to shreds, or will they prefer to go for the first pick, do you think?
Well, you mentioned about Renai Clan having a good few maps to pick up if they were to go behind and have the choice, so I think the Shred should definitely go for map pick. Just pick any map that Renai are not obviously comfortable on.
Yeah, so to shreds have BOE open still, isn't it? Or did that get banned out?
Let me have a look. BOE is open, so...
Yeah, so BOE open. They've picked that 3 times and won every time on it. And then Dragonshire and Braxis were banned. But to shreds they've had Cursed Hollow picked against them twice and won both times on it. So they might go to Curse or Infernal Shrines. They like to pick, but they just don't have a good win rate on it. So we'll have to see. Yeah. I think it will be BOE. I think it's got to be. But again, if it's BOE, we're still going to see probably an ETC or Johanna come out from them.
Yeah, possibly. More than likely. I mean, would you be scared of Renai Clan's sort of main tank Imperious? Because, I mean, in theory, that can work anywhere on most maps, right?
Yeah. Don't know if I'd be scared of it, or I would just think we'll pick a hero that can deal with it a bit better.
Yep.
Do you think the Imperious plays that great? He landed, obviously, his spear fairly consistently, and he got 1 kill with his ult. But was it anything to fear beyond a normal Imperius play? I mean, maybe I'd say the Alarak was more noteworthy.
Yeah, there was some very nice combos there.
He certainly guarantees a lot of kills for them.
Yeah. The Greymane as well, which is their favourite hero this season.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see why he was in the right place at the right time. He missed a few of his cursed bullets.
It happens,
But
it happens.
before that game, it was an 80% win rate on him, so that will have crept up a little bit higher.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to Shreds, I'd leave May open. They banned it that time. I would risk that if I were them. Just say,
yeah.
okay, they're not going to have that much practice with her, so let's ban some of these comforts. Was it to Shreds who banned Johanna, or was it?
No, it was just Shreds that banned Garrosh, wasn't
Oh,
it?
Garrosh,
Garrosh
wasn't it?
May, which again didn't really make that much sense to me because it hasn't been picked that often. So I don't. I think they could ignore the tank choke. I think there were other threats there. They literally let the top 3 heroes for Renai Clan be picked.
Yeah.
Urel, Deckard, and Greymane. And those were the ones that definitely punished them a lot.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, Alarak Imperius wouldn't have really shown up in the research. Like, they're not on the first few pages of heroes that they play.
No.
Alarak, they had only played once before that. And they lost on it. So.
Right. Yeah, I'd definitely get them off the comforts. I think any team can get shook when you start taking away those comforts. So.
And by this stage, like when you're banning out heroes that have just been banned by other teams throughout the season, like by this stage, someone's not played that hero for a few months. So don't worry about banning the Garrosh because it's not part of their strategy anymore.
Yeah.
Like they'll probably be rusty on it. They won't be as good as they were at the start of the season.
Yeah. So to Shreds, they're going to switch to a different player on their roster because someone's having technical difficulty. So Killiverse to the tank player from last game is going to leave us, and it'll be Classics will be coming in to replace them.
Okay. So Classics jumping out of Twitch chat and getting into the game.
Yeah. Getting their kit on, ready to play.
Do you think the ETC was maybe lagging a bit then in that last game?
Sounds like it, yeah. So that might have affected things and made it hard to find that
These weather
engage.
events still ruining the game for people.
Yeah. So yeah, slight delay because of that, but to Shreds should be picking either map or first pick any time now. Like we said, we'd expect them to pick map pick, and they did. They have picked map pick. They haven't picked a map yet, but they have picked map pick. So, Shreds. Think about which one. Like we said, we wouldn't be surprised to see BOE.
I mean, can I bet on this? Get my 100 points back.
Oh wait, speaking of bet, I forgot to close the last thing, so it was
I
who
thought
won
I
that.
thought that was a genuine Black Hearts Bay then. I was like, what? Sure, let's do it. Oh, good. They're obviously having a think about it. Perhaps they don't know that they need to do BOE as much as I know they need to do BOE.
Yeah, or maybe they're just delaying things just while they get
You,
the other roster player into the party and voice chat, perhaps.
yeah, get everything set up. Is Classic a normal sub for them? Like, is he on their roster
Yeah, he's on the roster, yeah.
as a main tank player?
BOE.
There we go. BOE. As expected, it's their top map. It's not one that Renai Clan play. I'll try to see how many times Renai have actually banned it. Can't see it. Damn it. It's been picked once against Renai, and they did win on it, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, To Shreds are gonna have a strategy for this. Now, looking at their heroes, what are we expecting the strategy to be? They play Li Ming, they play Lunara, and they play Valor. All very good at killing the Immortal. They also obviously play Jimmy, which is often picked. So they've got quite a wide range. There's not certainly a one clear strategy that you can just ban out. Bean showing off his points in chat. That's it. There's only one way to counter this, Bean. Let's show off my points. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It's not as good as it used to be, but done a lot of points from popping over the season.
Yeah. Okay, still a good few games to go in the playoffs, so I'm leaving it late.
If you come back and beat me, I'll be devastated.
So the captain's out.
Well, we know why To Shreds lost. It's because they don't have the portrait synergy.
Yeah, we've seen in the past that can have a big influence on matches.
And as someone pointed out in chat, Renai Clan had matching mounts as well in the last game.
I didn't even notice, but
they were
very
one
nice.
of the crowds.
We're not quite up to that level yet, are we?
No. I think I'm most impressed when I see matching portraits in the Heroes Lounge website, to be fair.
Well, we can do that, you know. I mean, you don't have any portrait on the website, so...
No, I mean...
You've got room for improvement there.
Can you, change mine for me?
I can, yes.
Yeah, okay, excellent. That's perfect. Yeah, we should all have matching portraits. I'm fully in.
We'll work on that.
Can we get the AFK for Coco logo?
Yeah, we'll
the little Linux head thing.
Yeah, we'll have a think. We'll have a team meeting and decide. Just waiting for
team
Shreds to ready up.
Well, we've got one of the team here. Bean, do you consent to pop in changing your portrait?
Right, everyone's ready. So, captain's right. Okay, so while Bean has a think about that.
BOE. I think it's going to be ETC again. I mean, I don't know what Heroes Classic play, but if it's between Johanna or ETC on this map, I'd pick the ETC. But then I'd also go Crowd Surfer, which is banned.
That's true.
Crowd Surfer is very nice around all the walls around the team fight in the middle. When are they ever going to fix that bug?
Some of these bugs can take a long time to fix. There's been some that have been banned in Lounge for a long time.
Can we just get it unbanned in Lounge? I'm the only person in the game that plays Crowd Surfer. Just unban it. No one is crowd surfing over a wall into a mosh pit, except for me.
I know that Sonya had one that was banned for a long time. Garrosh throwing turrets on Volskaya took a long time for them to fix. They got there eventually, but
Bean admitted he didn't listen to us. Bean, you need to give Poppin permission to go into your Heroes Lounge profile and change your profile picture so we have team synergy. So the Valor's banned, which, yes,
and
as
Cassia?
I said, was one of the potential strategies, but there's so many.
Oh.
The Garrosh ban coming back?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm
They
convinced they don't play Garrosh.
0 picks this season. They Shreds have banned it 3 times now, and they've had it banned against them once. So I think there's a meme we're missing out on here, just like banning
Yeah, it's just
Garrosh.
like
Just
fuck Garrosh. No one knows how to deal with him. Is it like Stitches? Like, oh, you're against someone that can land Stitches hook, therefore you automatically lose because you're so not used to playing against it.
I guess so. Greymane banned out, so Renai
Makes
Clan's
sense.
most popular hero this season, and
Good decision.
great map for
Get
him.
rid of
So
it.
yep.
But don't bother. Just get rid of it. Never see Greymane again.
So will we see Renai Clan go for something similar that they did last game? Minus the Greymane or not? First pick might be telling. Lunara.
But there might be a bit of a denial pick as well there.
Yeah, and they have picked it up a few times themselves, so
Yeah,
not completely denial, but yeah, it's
good for the race on this map. Good for vision, obviously with the Wisp. So yeah, nice choice. I don't hate Lunara. I think if you think the other team's gonna do it as well, just take it away from them.
yeah. Rhaegar Hanzo, okay. Didn't expect the Hanzo, but good
I
choice for this map. Played him twice so far, won one, lost one.
oh, you're so much quicker than me at checking. Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah, no, I like it. Might see another hero paired with that bit of bloodlust, perhaps. Don't know yet. And a Tassadar, okay.
Castar's surprisingly alright at killing the immortal.
Yeah.
Not the best, but actually like you kind of pick it, and then when you're doing the race, you there's normally that like, that went okay. That was better than I expected.
But yeah. And they pick up the Johanna, so I assume that's kind of a, hey, if you want to pick ETC, that's fine. We've got Johanna, we don't mind. She'll interrupt you all day. Tassadar will destroy you.
Don't pick ETC now. Don't do it to
Yeah,
yourselves.
they've only got the Rhaegar, who's got the cleanse and maybe Ancestral if they go for it, but his heals aren't great for sustaining him, so
ETC will not enjoy this game.
okay, Bean. We will discuss it further, but not right now. So yeah, Deckard, Respect ban, makes sense, and then Li Ming. I think Li Ming would have gone nice with Hanzo, so they've only played it twice, but definitely been a good option, I think. Presumably we're going to see a tank here and a DPS. We don't. I don't know off the top of my head what Classics
Damn it.
plays. Okay, yep, straight in as tank.
ETC Frawl Diablo.
Now I know you like Diablo on this map, so you're liking that draft already, aren't you?
People seem to think this is a good Diablo map.
We've heard you talk about it before, Yimek. We know.
I won't drone on, but I also won't get in a fight with Anton if he is watching because I know he's a ardent defender. He's not watching anymore. It's fine. I can slate it.
So Urel Stukov picked up, so Urel, which is definitely a comfort pick for them.
Yeah, they got that. Got one of their comfort picks. Two of them got banned out, so they're probably still happy with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Final pick.
Being a Hanzo player myself, I don't want a Urel in my face.
What do you think the final pick's going to be? A mage, or just like another ranged DPS?
I don't know. It's Heroes at school who's the sub player, so there we go. Sylvanas.
There you go.
That's a nice
Sit
pick.
on the fence between the two. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sylvanas.
Bit of Orsac, bit of mage.
Okay. Pick your winner, Poppin.
I think I'm gonna go with to Shreds. I think they're gonna do a bit better this time with finding the engages. They got Diablo, nice follow up. I think they're gonna bounce back here, and
It's their map as well.
yeah, I think they're gonna be ready to win after that last map where they were a bit oppressed. So I believe.
I suppose my question is, how good of a Stukov player is Talia? Talia? Because that makes a huge difference. But you do get a bit of counter synergy with the UL, as me and our solo laner
Yeah.
know. You
I mean,
land a lovely silence on someone, and then the UL just knocks them out, and it
yeah.
is infuriating.
I'm gonna guess that Karika on Irel, with how much they play it, is sort of above that counter synergy. I reckon they know how to hold the knockback, and not use it at the wrong time. Surely, with how much they've played it.
Oh, I don't know. It's always tempting. Right, on the left, we have the team that you're backing this game. We have To Shreds with Hero School playing Sylvanas, Black Widow playing Hanzo, Eri playing Rhaegar, Coma playing Thrall, and Classic playing Diablo.
On the right hand side, we have Renai clan looking to secure the first match of the Epic Cup. We've got Karika on Irel, we've got Talia on Stukov, Zosh on Tassadar, Sean Locke on Lunara, and Vegeta on Johanna.
So Spell Shield, Soul Shield, picked up by Diablo. Scatter Arrow build, of course, by Hanzo. Nothing else too noteworthy.
No, Thrall opting to go for Echo of the Elements rather than Rolling Thunder, which can be an option.
Lunara also going for the Wisp. Not going for the Wisp talent, sorry, instead going for Nature's Toxin, which...
I like the Wisp talent on this map.
Yeah, I think this is like one of the best map for that Wisp talent, so it's a bit of a shame not to see it, but hey ho, it's also a good one.
Yep.
She'll never lose track of who she's killing. Yeah, Echo of the Elements is possibly not the best talent for the 1v1 lane against UL.
No, but it's not that important on this map, is it?
If you're not really wanting to win the lane, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Now, how much faith will we put it? Because I'm not going to say I was harsh on ETC last game, but he got a few negative comments. So let's see how Classic does on this Diablo, because as we know, a Diablo can significantly impact the result of a match.
Definitely. So Renai clan picking up the siege camp on bottom. Really nice silence by the Stukov to zone out to Shreds, and Johanna making sure they couldn't push in there. Sorry, carry on.
If you're getting really nice stuns on Diablo, you can just set up your team for so much. But is there the burst damage to really follow up on a good stun from the Diablo? There's always the risk that he overpowers the person and dodges the scatter shot, therefore saving them from a lot of damage. Oh, I have someone at the door. I shall be right back.
So I'll make a counter argument to Yemek, even though he's not here anymore. I think Hanzo can be a bit tricky with the Diablo, because like you said, yeah, Diablo, if he goes forward, it might be hard to land a scatter shot on time, but Sylvanas definitely has the burst damage to follow up, I'd say. I'm getting a lot of value out of this siege camp. Sylvanas went top to capture the one up there, but...
the girlfriend had knocked herself out.
But yeah, Sylvanas picking up that camp on top has just given Renai clan the space to take 2 towers, which has given them a little bit of an XP lead here, as both teams pick up the bruises.
The Wisp's already in a good position, which is nice to see. Getting ready to defend. But without that talent, not really going to provide a huge amount of value.
No, but it could just be enough to find a stray Diablo looking for that gank.
Diablo and Hanzo both backed, so they're already losing the race because of that. Savannah's trying to defend, but not going to get any value there. But they've caught up. Stukov also backed, but obviously not having a huge impact on the race. Stun missed on Johanna.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback by Shreds there. Do they have better race here? I wasn't too sure. They got Rhaegar, Hanzo, Sylv. That is pretty nice.
Yeah, I think they're going to win the race. Definitely once Thrall gets there as well.
Yep.
Come on.
I mean, Lunara is kind of a slow and steady race. It's good. It's good, but it's not too bursty, is it? And so maybe that'll get a bit better over time as she scales. Nice charge by Diablo on Johanna, but she just pops her iron skin and strolls out of there.
But at least that's a fairly long cooldown gone now, so they can afford to be aggressive again now with this Immortal.
Yeah. Renai clan not stepping back here, they're pushing in and making it uncomfortable to shreds. Diablo taking a lot of damage there as he gets owned by the force wall. He's going to have to back off. And being low is going to prevent him from, looking for that charge here. So,
I mean, they didn't get a huge amount of Immortal value there. Essentially made up for the structure damage they lost before the objective.
It's kind of equalised things. It didn't have a lot of shields, to be fair, so...
And I don't think you'll be too unhappy with this position now.
No.
It's still all to play for. Diablo could get Tassadar here. Too slow, Lunara.
Stukov?
Any of them?
Stukov. He's going for Stukov, but the DPS isn't there.
His team's completely backed up and left it, so yeah, he was looking for the aggressive play and perhaps didn't quite communicate that to the team. There was so many options for a kill there, though, as they came down.
That said, Thrall was top, so it would have been a 4v5 if they weren't careful. Once again, Renai clan good zoning while they're taking the camp.
I think Thrall was making his way to optimal, actually.
Johanna got really isolated there, and the force wall not helping her. Renai clan don't confirm the camp, and to shreds are chasing the kills here. Tassadar goes down.
Now. Don't get greedy. They can push this. Be aggressive. Do they still have the Savannah? Yes, they got the Savannah straight. They could get a fort here.
Yeah.
They've got 10 seconds still on the Tassadar.
Need to be careful not to die at this point, though.
Don't want to stand in that silence too much.
No. That was very nicely done by to shreds. That's exactly what they needed before this objective. They got a bit of an XP lead, so they might crawl towards 10 while the objective's still up, so that'd be a huge advantage.
They won't know it, but they had an opportunity there. And they now just need to make sure they get 10 and then fight once they get 10, really. Oh, they're going for race, so they're going to be overextended here. They've got all of Renai clan rotating up behind them, so they could get into trouble. Nice stun on the Johanna, but that is
in big trouble.
Hanzo dead. Yrel and Johanna basically just pincer movement.
Yeah.
Hanzo in a lot of trouble. She's now jumping in. Diablo's got no way out of this. He's going to die as well. And Yrel is trying to save herself, but having no luck. Sylvanas just going to have to get back to safety. So we trade 2 for 1 there, obviously with that Hanzo kill, but that fight took long enough that he's back now. And they will get a chance to defend.
Yeah, Renai clan saw that their opponents were going to get level 10 before them there, so they forced the fight and did a really great job.
They want to get this camp, but the Wisp surely has vision of this.
I don't think it does. The vision is pretty... It might just spot the Hanzo there, maybe.
It's going to spot a Diablo, that's for sure.
They need to get there quickly, though, if they want to stop Renai clan getting a very well-shielded Immortal.
If they win this fight, they can still get the Immortal.
Definitely.
There's a combo on the Tassadar, and there he is. That is the difference a Diablo can make to the game. Completely. If you land that combo on the squishy and your team follows up, nice with the Dragon Arrow as well.
Very nice.
Can you imagine having a Hanzo that picks Dragon Arrow?
I know, right? So Shred's going to DPS down that Immortal. It looks like Renai clan aren't going to look for the sneaky bit of damage on there, so they should comfortably go over to Shreds. Nice turnaround there.
Go for it.
Need to be careful.
I mean, she got pushed into the Immortal stun, which was quite nice.
Yeah, it was very nice done.
So yeah, that would have certainly scared the Lunara. if there had been a DPS there, she would have been dead. It's a nice job by Diablo as well. Keep that bit of extra shield there.
So
here we go. Whispers comes in though, so yeah, they sensibly scout out the rotation and don't get ganked. Johanna positioning aggressively again.
There's a charge
stun on Tassadar. Yrel jumps in. Aggression is the greatest form of defense. There's the Black Hole for the disengage. Sylvanas dies to a combination of Black Hole and Lunara. Lunara trying to trace down Vega, but now turns around. finish off the Immortal.
So
But I spy with my little eye a
a
cheeky
little
little
troll.
falling bot.
Yeah. So you lose a couple of heroes, but you get 2 forts. You
Yeah,
got a
you're not
nice
going to be
map
upset with it.
advantage.
And you might get UL if she sticks around too long.
She's got Ardent Defender, she should be okay here, but unless I was going to say unless you have a
Oh,
very well timed Dragon Arrow, but
that's. I mean, one team will be very happy with that. One team will be very disappointed. But you traded ults there, right? You've got
yeah,
120-second cooldown for Ardent Defender.
yeah,
So
60
the
seconds
Dragon
for Dragon
Arrow will
Arrow.
back a lot sooner.
So Renai clan responding by piling on the pressure on top with their siege camp they've just taken. Shreds take the bottom siege and move up to clear and push Renai clan away.
Now, I've been in that situation a lot as a Diablo myself. Lunara, with that stutter step gate, you get the charge on her and you can't actually get the flip often because it just creates that little bit of a gap.
Bloodlust popped. And they're going after the Johanna, but she just skins away. Black Hole pushes them back.
Nice black hole through the choke point, just disengage the fight.
It was an ambitious Bloodlust.
That's the black hole value that could have been considered in the last game by to Shreds.
Yep, here comes
Lunara damage on Thrall absolutely destroyed him. Urel pays the price though. Stukov looking for the disengage, but
nice Dragon
might have
Arrow.
actually saved Diablo.
Sylvanas in a lot of trouble.
The only way out is in sometimes, but she's not going to get away. And Stukov trying to chase the final kills. He's got the extra range for landing his slow, so he actually is alright at trying to chase people down sometimes.
Yeah. So that siege camp on bot got a little bit of damage onto one of the towers, but not much more. Renai clan picking up their bruisers. This objective spawns. But
do you want to show the talents? I kind of think that Thrall should have gone for Spell Shield.
Yeah, that could have been nice here. That's Lunara. So here comes Sylvanas. Renai clan were a bit slow starting the objective. They didn't really take advantage of Syl being dead, but
yeah,
we're going to have a bit of a fair fight. Although that said, to Shreds all their heroics are on cooldown, whereas Renai clan have them all available. Nice Blessed Shield.
And here they come. Bloodlust used, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save the team. Nice Dragon Arrow stuns them all, but the team isn't in a position to capitalize on it. So, yeah, it's more of a disengage. They set back up. Every ult except for APOC and Ardent Defender off cooldown now, and Leaping Strike Sword. But does that even count as an ult?
Not really. Earthquake's back up now, so...
And you've got pressure in top lane to deal with, so you want to fight again quickly.
They're going for Tassadar, big damage coming out. Meanwhile,
That's
Diablo gets rooted.
Certainly where they get the most value is putting that pressure on Tassadar, but Lunara is just consistently dealing large amounts of damage to the team. Just having a quick... Lunara is top damage in the game. She's doing a really nice job of pressuring them. And here she goes, hitting that Immortal. Gets it to halfway. We see the halftime show coming out. The hands are like, might be in trouble here.
Yeah.
So they've cleared top, so they're ready to fight again. Do you think they're just going to try to race? Just try to get rid of as much shield as possible?
All heroics are up for Renai clan, so it is risky. Still 10 seconds on Wailing Arrow and Bloodlust.
Oh, nice his Dragon Arrow.
Tassadar's going to be in trouble again.
Absolutely destroyed. That's what you want to see. Stukov in a bit of trouble, but dispositions the Diablo. Flailing Swipe disengages the fight. You now want to get someone racing that Immortal down as quickly as possible while a few of them defend.
Definitely. I thought that really could have turned there. A lot of Shreds were getting very low there.
Diablo's low health, so yeah, unless he gets help, he's not going to be able to defend this.
I think
he's going to get Lunara here. Nice,
nice stun.
Really nice.
And she just hops out of there. If he had level 16 and the cooldown,
she would have been dead in that situation. Yeah,
okay.
Unlucky for him, but I mean, he bought a lot of time there.
I was going to say, at that point, I think just accepting that the other team's going to get the Immortal and just getting the shields down is a good trade. I think they were very far behind, so...
There's a nice fat wave in top that's going to pull UL back. So they're going to be 5v4 in bot, briefly. It might be tempting to let the Immortal push in and then try to fight behind it.
Yeah,
You've
I
got
mean, they've not got
you've got
16
your
though.
you've got your 3 important ults off cooldown.
Yeah, they could look for that Tassar again.
Depends how aggressive they want to be, and they can see the UL still top.
Nice crowd control
Here
coming
we
out.
go.
Lunara's taking a lot of damage. So's Stukov. And they get
Lunara and
deleted.
Stukov dead. Tassadar not going to get away from this Sylvanas. She's not got her ult. She's not got the Force Wall anymore. He's not got. And Sylvanas gets back to safety. Says, I'm not going to try killing a Johanna. I'll just go back. Now, you've got 20 seconds. What do? Push bot?
Yeah, they should have the Sylvanas trait, so I don't see any reason why not.
If they get it, they're only going to get the wall.
They're only going to get the ball, but that could make the difference if they manage to win the next objective,
or they get a pick.
Yeah.
Or Rhaegar tanks a load of tower shots and.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball, so that'll
Okay.
do. Urel's coming down, Thrall's top. They need to be careful here.
They need to be very careful. Sylvanas going to be able to save herself, sure. Oh, no. Nice
too
Urel
much damage.
Double leaping strike. Diablo, sacrifice yourself. Come on, Rhaegar, get away. No. Don't go back for him. You don't like your Diablo player that much, run.
So nice fight taken by Renai clan with the Urel rotation.
Yeah, sadly took that little bit too long to take the wall down, stuck around for it and paid a high price.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't get a warning the UL was on the way.
I think Thrall was too busy doing the camp, so he just lost focus of her briefly. So Renai clan have picked up the bottom camp and they're going to try and take a keep wall themselves.
You do not want to step in front of that gate, Rhaegar. There's too much that can potentially lock you down and kill you. Now, they are equal numbers again in bot, so that's going to stop any keeps from falling. Still fairly neck and neck. I mean, they're going to get 18 now-ish, soon enough. They're going to get their camp uncontested. I think luckily for them. Oh no, change your minds. They might come and contest.
Diablo's moved forward. They do.
Johanna's alone, but she gets them grouped up, does a lot of damage. Look at that Lunara damage on the Hanzo. Hanzo accepts his death, shoots Dragon Arrow out. Here's the APOC, but the fight is definitely going the way of Renai clan. Thrall's going to die as well. Sylvanas trying to... Oh,
nice
yes! That is
the
Sylvanas
as well.
play. Double Banshees as well. Oh, she's so unlucky not to get the kills there. I feel so sorry for it.
That was very brave.
This is the, obviously, Jimmy player that I said was aggressive in the last game.
Yeah.
But, I do love a good double Banshee, hard engage. Just looking at the other talent choices, perhaps not the best. Like, could have gotten more damage out with other talent choices there.
That was unlucky for Shreds, I think. Like, Hanzo got absolutely destroyed at the start. He didn't look like he was in a particularly dangerous spot, but his health just disappeared. Then at one point, Tassadar saved himself with the black hole on Thrall. Otherwise, I think he was going down, so that could have shifted things as well.
It's not anything particularly special about the Lunara build either. Just obviously the splintered spear. So obviously make sure she hits everyone. And then a bit of extra nature toxin damage, and that's enough to absolutely delete Hanzo, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, nice stun. But there's the double stun.
Very nicely done.
No chance to get the Ardent Defender off. But meanwhile, Rhaegar, off on his own, also dying.
Yeah, I think he nipped top to grab a wave to help them towards 20, but got caught out on the way back. So, one hero down a piece, and presumably it's the Rhaegar who's going to be missed the most here.
Yeah, you're going to struggle a lot more than them without Urel. And they're going to be able to kill this Immortal, I think. Certainly with 2 people in bot.
It's going to have a big shield, I think. Just Reds. I know it's risky, but they need to do something, I think.
They need another team fight, really, don't they?
Yeah, it's risky doing it on
Here's
the
the
radar.
APOC onto Lunara,
Very
dead
nicely done.
Lunara, very nice. And that's where I said a Diablo player can just swing a fight, can't he?
Johanna's in trouble.
Get
She's
those
used
right.
Ryan Skin. Defensive silence, but it
Nice.
might not be enough.
Yeah, nice route on the Sylvanas, but it just meant that Diablo could catch up to you. Diablo isolates the Tassadar but dies for it, and Hanzo is going to lose 1v1 against Tassadar. Oh no!
He's okay.
And full tidies up the rest of them whilst tanking tower shots. Doesn't care. Hanzo, I know you want to hit this immortal, but please, please do not die.
If Urel jumped in then, she probably could have killed two of
Yeah,
them. She might have died herself, but...
I was watching the URL come and just thinking, oh no, this is going to be great.
So I said they need to do something, otherwise they're going to be in big trouble, and they did. Very well played. Yeah.
Great initiate by the Diablo.
Yeah. Very nice combos coming out. So Immortals going top, so they're going to push bot. Here comes the Bloodlust.
Ardent Defender though.
That's fine, they're using the Bloodlust. They're going to take out the keep, so...
That's worth it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go 15 seconds? Do they go to core? Do they
it's upgraded Bloodlust, so they're going to maybe do a bit of damage if they can.
Maybe just try to get another pick, yeah.
Yeah. Silence comes out, but I forget the name of it. Seraphim from URL makes her immune to it. So they get a bit of poke out on the shields, but they're just going to back out now.
Yeah.
Renai might chase this.
Didn't really get a whole load of value sticking around. The Immortals now lost its shield, but it didn't have much of it in the first place. A few of them tanking tower shots on the rotation up, trying to get those shoot quickly as possible. But they're not going to back this Immortal up. It is going to get the keep. So they've got a nice advantage for the for the rest of the game now.
I think it's a good choice. They've used the heroic, so they're just going to wait for that fight again, wait for that opening when someone's stood a little bit too close to a wall, and then that's going to be their fight.
If any of them are particularly aware of how long that Ardent Defender cooldown is, they might look for another fight in a bit, but I don't think anyone would be paying that much attention. I don't think I would be paying that much attention to it.
Yeah, I like how on the side of Shreds there's 3 Bolt of the Storm talents picked up. They've all...
Yeah, they're all thinking, how do we get out of these black holes and leaping strikes?
Oh, Blessed Shield
Blessed Shield, but nice Savannah's has to be unstoppable. Dragon Arrow hits the Stukov. Here's the Bloodlust, which is going to last forever. Double CC from Diablo, but he fails to get the stun. Full in trouble, but he's got Earthquake. Slows the entire fight down, works in their favour. He's healed up. Nice Wailing Arrow. Johanna popping the Iron Skin does manage to stay alive. Very unlucky on both teams not to get any kills. Diablo low health, Savannah's low health. All slowed. Hanzo, goodbye. And there's the counter engage getting the kill. Now they've got a bit of pressure top. Urel's going to go back, clear that up. I thought the fight was over. It was a really nice turnaround there.
That Stukov route, Hanzo was right on the edge of that silence. He must have had a toe in it. I really didn't think he was going to get him with that.
It's all you need. They're going to have to give this.
I mean, it is a 4v4. I can see Urel's back, but they are a bit low.
Low health, yeah. Oh, and that's a bit of a bitter taste for them to lose that camp there. They can clear it up, no problem, but then they're going to have the other camp to deal with during the objective.
Yeah. So,
and they go straight to DPSing down. Watch this reach half health very quickly with that Lunara edge.
Yeah, so 15 seconds left on Hanzo. He has gone for play of the game, so he can get back into this fight very quickly once he respawns. They've done a good job to zone them off there while they are waiting for Hanzo, so I think...
Still in this.
I mean, the Shreds can sit back now. They've taken both their opponents' keeps. They've got the map pressure. Eventually, Renai Clan are going to have to go back and defend. So, Renai Clan need to force this and push in, but when they do, Diablo can look for that stun. So, a tough situation for Renai Clan. I think it's to Shreds to sort of mess up here. They can just sit back. No, you know, they might need to clear that Bruiser camp up eventually, but
just waiting for someone to step out of place. That Diablo wants a stun. He's not really in a good position to get a stun as they come round. Maybe on the top where that Wisp is, but they've got obviously vision of it because of the Wisp. Here's an invisible Johanna coming in, which is not a phrase you used to say that often. You need to get in a position where you can get a stun as they come in.
Yeah.
And they are starting to poke down the Immortals, so you have to do something. Etching towards half health now.
So there's
Core pressure.
3 catapults on bot. There's a bruiser
You
camp on top.
look at the change in position as soon as that was announced. Your core is under attack. They straight away back up and obviously taking a look to say, wait, what's happening? What's going on here?
So Euro's clearing that up, and then 3 from
And here
Shreds
comes
clearing top.
Yeah, and as soon as they saw everyone top, they went in. Yes, Tassadar, come on. Double stun under the Immortal. Flaming swipe, it's not enough. Here's the Earthquake getting everyone. Lunara damaged, absolutely destroys Brawl, but he heals back up. Thanks to Bloodlust, thanks to Rhaegar. And Johanna's going to fall. That just leaves Yrel by herself, and they are chasing Yrel down. Will she get away? You've got a lot of CC from Diablo to deal with here. No, Yrel falls. 5-man team wipe. Go to core. End the game.
That was an
they are
epic
going to
fight.
be very much loving this in their voice chat, I'm sure.
Wow, that was brilliant. The kill on Tassadar was spot on, perfect. The Dragon Arrow, the APOC, the stun, perfectly timed. And then, like I said, it looked like they were going to get the counter kill with all that Lunara damage. I really don't know how nobody fell, but I guess it was just the Bloodlust.
The Bloodlust, bit of auto attack, couple heals. They were very lucky because obviously the Stukov was on the silence was on the Rhaegar at first as well there, so the heal was very lucky to come off. That fight could have gone either way, but yeah, just that Dragon Arrow from top lane, perfect setup. And obviously a few of them have been missed, so it was a gamble, but it was a gamble that just paid off so well for them. They're back in the game.
Yeah.
1 game each. We go to the third one. Could go either one's way.
This feels like the match from the other night from the Sops and Jane and the Frost Mage. Is really closely fought.
Now, who's going to get to pick Matt? That is the question. It's going to be decisive.
Yeah, you predicted that Renai Clan, if they got the choice between first pick and map pick, they would go map pick. So, wouldn't surprise me to see that. While they're deciding, I'll be back in a minute, because when it goes to a game 3, you need to get another drink, don't you?
Oh, so do I. Right.
I'll be back
I'll let you go first.
Okay,
yeah.
1 minute.
So I will quickly jump over to the lounge and have a look at what we are going to get picked. It could both teams favour Cursed Hollow here, so we could end up seeing the third map on a map that they both like. So obviously, first map was Sky Foundry, which was very much Renai's preferred map. BOE, 100% win rate for Team Shreds. So they've both won on their preferred map choice. So it'd be nice to see it go to kind of neutral territory for the final one. But we shall have to see. To Shreds just asking if Renai Clan want to have a quick break or not. Hopefully not, while we've still got the adrenaline pumping from that last game. So just for everyone's sake, in Twitch chat, Poppin never picks Dragon Arrow and instead goes for Dragon Strike. So that's why we need to appreciate a good Dragon's Arrow in the hope that it swings Poppin to even considering it as an ult for certain comps. But that was very nice to see.
Hello, Yemek. I'm tagging in if you want.
Just discussing how good Dragon's Arrow is as an ult, and I'll go get my water now.
Well, it's not that good, to be fair. I mean, if you miss it, what happens? Absolutely nothing. Dragon Strike does a lot of damage. It's bigger. If you miss it and don't hit any heroes, you're zoning the heroes. So as long as you know where to position it, then it is clearly the superior ult. You know, there are other heroes that can, you know, pick the crowd control. You need to go for that damage. So, no, there's no two ways about it. That said, Tushreds did get a lot of Dragon Arrow value in that game, so well done to Black Widow for getting some good value out of an inferior Ultimate.
I feel like you just said that because you knew I'd come back.
Oh, I've been trash talking it since you left. But yeah, they did a good job. They got a lot of value out of it. Very well played. So if you didn't mention, Renai clan have opted for a short break, much like us. So there'll be a slight delay before they decide on first or map pick.
I swear it's normally how you can tell if there's a smoker in the team. They need that little 5-minute break between games,
Yeah.
particularly after when the nerves are up a bit. Get that one to calm them down. Unlike us, Poppin, us, we champion the water.
So if Renai clan go for the map pick, as you think they will, what map are they going to take us to?
So I was saying that we could, and this is what I hope for, see us taken to neutral ground of Cursed Hollow.
Okay, yeah.
Where Renai actually. So Towers of Doom is gone as an option, isn't it?
Yes.
Full Sky has been picked. Cursed Hollow is their next most picked map, but they've only actually got a 50% win rate on it. Whereas To Shreds have never picked Cursed Hollow, but it's been picked against them 3 times and they actually won all of those 3 games.
Okay.
So that's what makes it quite neutral grounds in kind of like my mind.
Yeah.
Both teams have picked Tomb of the Spider Queen once, and they both have. Well, actually, Rene's lost on it, and To Shreds have a 66% win rate on it. But obviously, because they've picked it in the past, they might want to pick it again.
Yeah, possibly.
Other than that, Infernal Shrines, was that one banned? It was, wasn't it?
Was it?
Wait, you've got a lovely little picture from.
No, it
It's not.
wasn't.
That
It's
is
open.
So realistically, we could see that as well, and that also is fairly neutral territory. Picked twice by the Shreds, once by Renai, but Renai has a higher win rate on it. They've got a 75% win rate, whereas the Shreds only have a 40% win rate. So far, each team has won on their preferred map, but the 3 next best options for them are all maps that could go either way between them. They're all kind of hit or miss maps for them that they do like.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see Tomb, Infernal, or the other one, Cursed Hollow.
Yep.
And I think if it goes to that, like both teams have strategies for it because they've played well or picked it in the past, but it's not their top tier map. So I think it'll lead to a really interesting game.
Yeah. Now, interestingly, I'm taking all your points. I'm glad to say. Look at me, I'm catching up now.
Fairly confident I'm still going to be number 1.
You probably will be, but you're slipping. You're slipping.
Oh, I was up near like high 1-8 before this, so it's not going well. I have to stop, following my heart and just try to make more logical decisions. I just see a Stukov and I think Stukov can carry any game because Stukov is God.
Yeah, I mean, there was some
Notably
really
because
good.
it's like the only support I play. Stukov and Ariel.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really good Stukov plays. There was that root silence on Hanzo that got a pick towards the end, and that. I mean, I don't know. Could they maybe have got more from that? I don't know. I mean, I remember Ural went top to defend after it, so maybe not. But
to be honest, the Stukov, every time he was putting a silence down, he was having to back up.
yeah,
So I think he did a good job given he's against a Bloodlust comp. Like, he can't stand still
you can't stand there. And then, maybe I think every time the Shreds were really aggressive. No, they always went for that engage, especially on the Tassadar. So Stukov's there looking for the root, the silence, and he just has
it was like he wanted to land those aggressive good silences, and then he was like, "Shit, I need to press R. I need to get my flaming swipe and try to save them all."
So a difficult one there.
Oh, Nova is jumping on me. Hit Nova.
For anyone who doesn't know, that is your Mex dog.
I've been watching the computer too long. She's like, it's time to play with me. Take me out.
So, Renai clan are going to take us to Infernal Shrines.
Okay. I'm not angry at that. Like I said, it was one of the ones I expected. So, Infernal Shrines, here are the stats again, because obviously I spoke too much between games. We have To Shreds have played Infernal Shrines 5 times, of which they picked it 2, but they're only rocking a 40% win rate on it at the moment. But, they've had plenty of time to kind of hone their strategies on it a bit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Renai clan have picked it once, played it 4 times, and they're rocking a 75% win rate. So this is one of their higher win rate maps, even though they've only picked it once. So it'll be really interesting to see how they do here.
Definitely. And it's just a good map. It's by far the most popular map in Heroes Lounge. And you always get good games on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good map, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to pay attention to those Punisher jumps.
Definitely. Are we going to see a garage ban this game?
I hope not.
Even
No
if
one wants to play Garrosh. Just let it through. And if it gets picked and you lose, I apologise, but you should have banned it.
Right, so Renai are ready, casters are ready, and To Shreds
the
are
army
ready.
of
Let's
casters.
go. So captains are correct. First pick to Shreds.
Right, third and final game. Last two have been, well, the last one was very close. The one before that was a little bit less close. Tell your friends, get them watching. This is going to be fucking awesome. Final. I can feel it. Our last stream last one went down to the wire. It's going to happen again. Epic Cup, every game is going to go right to the end.
Yes.
I can do this.
So first ban is To Shreds. I'm just looking ahead a step. I think Renai clan will ban out that Diablo because those engages were brutal. There were some very nice Diablo stuns. Classic.
Nice.
A nice map for it. Yeah, Classics has come in, map 2, and he is throwing them all over the place with that Diablo.
He is not suffering from lag. You can tell that much from the APOC combos that he was landing.
Yep. Grey main ban again. Hence.
Yeah, I mean, they banned out the comfort picks and it worked. Get rid of Grey main, get rid of Deckard. Let the UL through, who cares?
Yeah.
Lunara, nice on this map. Could get rid of her again. She was pretty painful.
Cassia ban. He's been banned out every map so far. No, neither team wanting to deal with her.
She's only been picked 4 times. There's this terrible rumor that Cassia's OP that I still don't believe. Just let her through and CC her,
Yeah. That's the thing. She does a lot of damage even if you're killing her. Like she just
bait them into it. Get that ETC. Land the power slide, and she's dead.
Yeah. So Deckard ban. He was banned out during the third rotation or the third ban phase last time. So a bit earlier here.
I think probably just anticipating that they'll try to pick it up earlier this time.
Yeah, so I think that they're also hoping that they might get Johanna hit, possibly? Unless they are going for that Diablo.
This is like, if you're a Johanna player, this map, just get the Johanna.
Yeah, no more Bloodlust. Bloodlust is off the table.
Don't blame them on that. I mean, I think that definitely cost them that final team fight. That just bloodlust heal on the call.
Definitely.
Hello, Nova. Are you curious about the draft as well?
What are they going to pick up? Johanna? Diablo? Tassadar? Diablo.
Diablo!
Good choice.
Well, do you think Granny will go for the Johanna now? Because she's available. She's nice against Diablo.
Yeah, it's a map. She's comfort pick. ETC. Don't want to ETC into a Diablo unless you've got a really good Follow up. Going to see that main tank Imperius again. And
Imperius is very
Kael'thas.
good at killing Diablo, so that's going to be a bit
Yeah,
painful classic to see.
but he is very
Um,
vulnerable to dying himself because he's not. He's got his shield. He's heroic, but he's not the tankiest, is he? So
it's the self healing that is good
yeah.
against
So
Diablo.
if he's getting burst down, doesn't really have a chance to get his healing in, then
Yeah.
could be in trouble. But we'll see. Anduin picked up, so maybe some light bomb into charges into the APOC. That could be very nice.
Vegeta is the
Romy.
main tank player, isn't he?
Yes.
So it's not going to be a solo lane Imperius.
No, unless they switch it up, they might change their mind
Yeah.
later on and switch it
So
around.
I'm going to say you could do something really mean, like get Mal'Ganis as well, or something, and then Diablo really is in trouble.
Yeah, not a massive fan of the Chromie. Well, I don't. She can work
All
on
right
this
on this
map. She's
map,
all right, but
poke into it a bit.
I don't like her with the Diablo, to be honest. Like, it's a bit harder to
Di-
get that follow-up damage, especially if you're on the shrines.
See, I don't know, because she's going to have long enough range to follow up on his combo.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if
So
he.
if she knows that APOC is going down, she just puts all her damage there and hopes the Diablo lands the overpower and flips someone onto it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking early game before she gets the piercing sand that she might not be able to, get past the minions to put out that damage. But we'll see. We'll see.
W build?
No. So
Don't be silly.
Brawl banned out. That's a
I
respect from
don't.
the last
I
game.
don't blame them getting rid of the Thrall.
And
That
then
was
Right wing. They must have a Bright Wing player. They must have played that before. Because
we take their word for
yeah,
it. I don't see it anywhere on the list. Maybe it's a reflection of something they're going to pick.
maybe
Are we going to
Alex
see like
Straza Lunara. So Lunara
Alex
did
Strauss great on this map.
yeah.
Lunara great on this map. I did say that you potentially want to ban out that Lunara, so
Yeah, I would have banned it
they,
out instead of the Bright Wing, I think.
they might really regret banning Brightwing. Just wish they'd banned that Lunara. Do you think they're going to go like Illidan or something, and that's why they banned? Because if you're thinking APOC, Divey,
Sonya Tychus. Okay.
I don't like the Tychus pick. I might be proved wrong.
Hmm.
Percentage damage? What against what? An Imperius? What's the point?
I think
The Lunara is going to be able to kite Tychus. The Kel'Thas is going to be able to poke him down with Flame Strike.
we'll see. Yeah, I'm not initially impressed by it, but the
What
hacker.
the hacker? More CC, so I guess
No,
you're
I trust the Tychus pick. I feel like they've got something in
is
mind.
it
I think Heroes School is
light
confident with it because
light bomb leap or light bomb just
yeah,
on the Diablo.
there's a lot of potential there. But yeah, just with the Tychus, like Sylvanas was open again. There's no reason why they couldn't pick that. Jimmy's open. I think the Tychus is calculated.
Do they have the discipline to bait out the Alex Strasser and disengage, or do you think they're gonna have very well timed Alex Strassers that's gonna win the fight?
It's hard to say. Anton pointing out about the strength of Odin on the objective, which is very true. So
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like their own big cooldown. Alex Strauss has the Dragon Queen, Tychus has the Odin. you kind of want to back off when the other team uses it, so that
Yeah,
could,
maybe that's the counterplay I wasn't seeing.
yeah.
Good work.
I believe in to shreds, so I'm betting on them.
Ooh.
I want to take all of your points, you Mick. As we head into game, don't forget to bet, and also tell us
I
who's on the
won't
left-hand
forget.
side.
On the left-hand side, we have the team that is about to lose you 100 points. Two shreds with Heroes School, our aggressive ranged assassin playing Tychus. Eri playing Anduin, Black Widow playing Chromie, Coma playing Sonya, and Classic again on Diablo.
And we have Renai clan on the right. We have Talia on Alexstrasza, Vegeta on Imperius, Karika on Dahaka, Zosh on Kael'thas, and Jean-Luc once again on the Lunara. So let's Small skirmish in mid. Having a quick look at talents.
Again, another map where the minions get out quickly, so you want to just get that Sonya at the top and get her soaking.
Yeah, definitely.
You also don't want Daka to waste his barrow so early, do you?
Ideally not,
Taika
no. Oh,
doing
nice
that
stone.
damage. Yeah, nice stone. Saved by the Anduin. Hey, maybe that's the strategy. Just let Tychus overextend and pull him out every time.
Yeah, I've got an E-build Alexstrasza, which I think is more popular now, but I remember when we used to play Alexstrasza, Tarask used to pick it up and everyone was like, E-build? Alexstrasza? And then nothing's changed, but everyone's like, oh, it's good now.
I suppose if you're specifically picking her on this map and
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually always have done E-build myself, but
Yeah.
as we assessed, I'm not a good support player, so...
So, Renai clan making a start on their sieges. Shred's not starting it just yet.
So Shred's just a bit slow on the rotation, but hey, if you look for an invade instead, that works.
Big damage coming out on the Lunara.
The Chromie missing the damage on the Straza. And Lunara, yeah, taking chunk. Hasn't deterred them from doing the camp, and realistically, Shred's can invade again.
Oh, it's tethered.
Low.
The camp's tethered, so back to square one. So that invade kind of paid off, you know.
They got soak.
And I think Renai kind of missed out on a bit of soak, just hanging around
the
camp, so that's kind of paid off to Shreds in a weird way. I didn't expect it, but...
I don't quite know what that time trap was.
No. So, still no camp from just Shreds. I'm going to assume that's tactical by now, because they've seen Renai pick up theirs.
I think their strategy was to invade rather than getting their own. So I think they're just kind of going, we've not got great camp clear.
Yeah.
Just focus on the team fight instead. Are they going to get this team fight in bot though? That is the question.
Tychus is mid, so it's just an opportunity.
It's low though.
Yeah.
Here's time trap, not used, and
I think that's just an excuse to get Chromie some stacks, to be honest. I don't think they were seriously hoping to invade there.
Alexstrasza fully backing. They're going to be... Both teams are going to be fairly slow getting to the objective here. Obviously, Shreds... I wanted to call them scraps then, thinking like Gazlo scrapping. Shreds still clearing bots, so they're going to be well late.
Chromie's going to have to back because she's out of mana. Sonya needs to be a little careful. She's going to be okay.
Do you think they can just try to bait out the Alex trait while Chromie's getting that?
Anduin's bot, for some reason.
Trying to get 7?
I guess so.
They're going to give this objective then.
Yeah, is there a really obvious power spike I'm missing out on? Like early game, or...?
No, I would have said the early game fight would favour them.
Yeah, with the Chromie getting her talent earlier.
Ooh, okay. Diablo wanted to get Imperius over the gate then.
Yeah, I mean...
the slow stopped him.
Yeah, I mean, there's not been any hesitation from Shred, so this is clearly calculated, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
They picked up 7.
I think they just accepted that they had to clear that camp out, and that they were then just going to try to get their value elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 1 3/4... 2 towers?
I mean, but
2 towers mid.
How quickly do they kill the Punisher? They've not got, other than Tychus, nothing there's great at killing the Punisher.
It is quite early, so it's not going to last too long. Dragon Queen's popped and Renai clan are pushing in, looking to follow up on the next Punisher jump, you would imagine. This fort's taking a lot of damage.
There's the jump. There wasn't a spear. He got roosted though, so...
The fort's going to go down. So, good first objective, good bit of value.
Yeah, both teams currently neck and neck on XP, but obviously structures. Now Renai clan's ahead.
So, what's Chromie going to pick up here? She goes for Slowing Sands, so... Yes. I was wondering if they were going to go Temporal Loop and then maybe wait till 8 and then, you know, just go on the hunt for some picks, but they go for the zoning heroic. They pick up the Bruiser camp on top. Renai
I mean, if you get
clan.
a nice APOC combo that does group people up and Slowing Sands goes on that, you could. I mean, it's essentially like having the Earthquake again, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Diablo taking a lot of damage. He's going to be in big trouble
He's
here.
dead. Ando and Paul, yeah, nice.
Bandwin and the Slowing Sands helping zone out. If that Imperius hit that stun then, maybe he would have gone down. He was a bit far away from Anduin at that point, so...
Yeah. The hacker trying to clear top. Kelfros pushing in mid a bit.
Sonya's staying bot. The fight staying as 5 for now. Going for this camp. Dahaka can burrow down at any second.
They're getting the invade
There
here.
he
Look
is.
at that Daka in the back line.
Big
Nice stun
stun.
from the Diablo.
Slowing Sand
But
on the
everyone's on point. Sonya's trying to spin to win, but she's going to spread the bomb to Diablo. Kills Diablo. Diablo kills her back with the explosion on the bomb. Ooh. We
That
love
was
to see
nicely
a
done.
living bomb get spread, don't we?
Yes. So it looked like Dahaka was going to go down in that fight, but he managed to survive. I thought they were going to get good value with Sonya spinning around on the point with Slowing Sand, but they just couldn't get anyone low enough. And Renai clan are going to abuse their level 10 advantage by pushing in bot here, taking 2 towers.
I mean, they've got a nice lead now.
Yeah.
Level 11. Full level lead. They've got an extra 4. They're in a really good position here. Do you think... I was going to say, do you think they're going to wait till 10 and then look for a fight straight away? But
Light bomb used, doesn't get any value as Dahaka burrowed.
Light bomb wasted. I mean, just focusing the Dahaka there. Unless you've got a really good CC chain, which they don't really.
No, I think if they waited out the burrow, maybe when he was in that position, but...
Now, this means that for the first 20 seconds of the objective, they're not going to have 2 of their ults. So, well, 20 to 30 seconds. So, they are going to struggle to contest this objective as well.
Yeah.
Sonya's in top.
Alexstrasza stacking away on that Diablo there. She's up to 13 now.
I would still try to, as the 4-man, I would try to bait out the Alexstrasza ult and then disengage.
Yeah, definitely.
Just while the Sonya's still top. But I think they're just going to have to give this. Sonya's not going to be there in time.
Yeah, they're not going to manage to get any minions here. They need to make sure they're more well prepared for the next objective, because that's the second one where they've just not been able to contest. So
yeah, it's definitely macro. It's having that awareness of not fighting before for no reason. That fight in mid over the Dahaka just didn't benefit them at all.
This is looking more like the first map. Where
First game, yeah.
So we'll see. There's still plenty of time left. Anduin saves the Diablo from the spear, and Dragon Queen's popped, so this fort will go down. I don't think there was any doubt about that anyway, but...
I think they've... I mean, that's the spear you want following up. Obviously, Living Bomb, not going to save him, but it did give them a bit of CC. And that Lunara damage. Start to feel that pain. Diablo Soul's used, so he is back.
He's back and squishy.
Yeah, Dahaka's pushing in mid with Cam, so he's going to get the well there. Which definitely counts as a bit of victory for them as well.
So, Heroics perhaps favouring to Shreds here if they want to take a fight on bot. They've got Apocalypse up. Sonya looked like she might have been coming, but they've decided to back off.
This is the sort of situation where it wouldn't hurt to take the fight, because you get the camp, it gives you the macro. You want to be fighting in these choke points with the Diablo.
Nice. Stun on Imperius.
Imperius goes down. Dead. No chance to save him there.
Yeah.
Diablo, the hacker story burrowing in, a bit overextended, but Diablo is still squishy, so... oh no! Anduin light bombs himself, doesn't stun the Dahaka because he burrows.
Kelfas is in big trouble, gets rooted.
Is in trouble. That's a nice APOC. Lunara doesn't quite manage to kill the Tychus.
Diablo's got a lot of poison on him, but he's going to be okay.
But, yeah, Anduin getting the heals out. Now, they've got the Kelfos kill to get macro value here. Get someone
Yeah.
clear bot, 4-man top, get the camp, start pushing top lane.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, so the objective should start spawning soonish. So this is their opportunity to heal up. Diablo nearly dies to minions. This is their chance to heal up, push the waves out, and then the objective spawns, and they can have a fight. You know, Apox back in 50 seconds. That should be fine. Not even close as classics. Yeah,
I wasn't looking, so he would have gotten away with it for me.
it was about 50 health or so. Very risky. Renai clan invading the camp. They know.
They can contest this.
Yeah.
They've got everything except for APOC ready.
Yeah.
This is, again, the sort of choke point they want to fight him with this Diablo. Oh, Imperious in trouble here.
He's isolated. He's in a lot of trouble. His shield goes down quickly.
Alex Strasser coming out. Not enough to save him. Here's the light bomb stunning to Hacker. Sonya spinning to winning, but she is going to die. Nothing there to save Sonya unless she gets another spin out.
Oh, the basic attacks from Warpaint saving her, but she gets more poisoned again.
So, when she gets a tap, Lunara finishes off Tychus. Diablo in his little bit of trouble here. Struggling with that Dahaka. Getting a lot of heals.
So it's the Dragon Queen that was pivotal there. That really just kept them going in that fight.
And again, they've had that Imperious kill. Sonya managed to save herself.
Diablo
again,
needs to be careful. He's in a lot of trouble.
Living bomb. It's knowing when to disengage and take the fight, and again, out in that open lane is not in your favour. Yeah, especially if not if you keep lip spelling the bomb.
So they take the fort in mid. Renai Clan have got the level lead. So there we go. Objective spawns again, and Shreds need to tidy up and can't quite contest it yet.
They don't have APOC because they just used it in lane.
Yeah, I think they were being a bit over ambitious going for the hacker there. Like at first it looked like it might have been a good idea, but he got so far away that it was a bit of a stretch.
Being on Diablo, that's going to be a trouble because he got tongue as well. Yeah, Diablo's dead. Turned up with half health, without his ult, without his Anduin. Most importantly, no one there to save him. Gets punished. Just got to pick these engages. Yeah, same problem as the first game. It's knowing where and when, and not letting them engage on you, letting it be on your terms.
Yeah. Tychus needs to be careful. He's clearing out top, and Renai Clan might sniff that out as an opportunity for a pick. They pick up the objective, and they're going to march onto this mid keep.
Now, again, you've got Odin. You possibly just want to pop that to try to kill this Punisher as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, you shouldn't really be worrying about them ending. Just try to keep that keep alive.
Yep. There's the Odin. Sonya taking a lot of damage.
The Punisher health's nearly half gone already. It didn't get the leap over the wall, sadly, for them. Phoenix is going to zone them out a little bit, but Punisher's dead. There's one more jump. No spear to follow up, so they're all right.
And there's the APOC.
Light bomb,
Stun on Lunara.
Lunara is in trouble, but she gets out. She's got that leaping strike.
Ooh, nearly goes down to the chromie damage. Alex Strasser keeps us up.
Sonya spinning to win in. Just disengage. Alex's dragon's up. Yeah, just don't.
Chromie in a lot of trouble, but uses the ice block
well. Gets away. And just let that dragon pop down. Don't need to keep fighting this. They're not pushing in. Just let that dragon go, and then look for the fight again in a choke point in a second.
How did nobody die there?
I know. Both teams so lucky.
Or unlucky.
Yeah. What if you don't get that initial kill with the light bomb, APOC, double stun, and then the Dragon Queen's up? Alex is using her ult. You just kind of go, yeah, that's right, it's back out. They thought they'd be going for the other camp. Didn't hate it as a decision. That's a nice stun on the Imperious. Tychus absolutely melting the Imperious. Not able to finish off. The Hacker Tongue now gets the Anduin. Anduin's dead. Light bomb doesn't go off. Lunara's finishing off Diablo. Sonya's on her own and low health. Tychus has no one to save him there, so he's going to have to try to get out. The Hacker's got move speed. Oh, doesn't land the tongue, though.
Sonya might still be in trouble. She should be okay.
So you lose two people there. I didn't hate the gank attempt on the Imperious. Again, it was a good idea to invade the camp. They could have gotten the fight there in that choke point,
Mm,
but they then rotated through the lane where they had vision of it. It wasn't quite as organised of a fight as they would have wanted. And, I mean, the Dahaka coming in the back line and getting the tongue on the Anduin,
yeah,
that
so
feels bad.
Renai clan take bot keep, and they're likely going to get this mid one as well. Just Reds have something to say about that. They're going to look for the engage.
Oh, look, Alex's ult's out.
Isolation on Sonya, she's in trouble.
Sonya, but Kelphos is dead to the light bomb, and Imperius trying to finish off Diablo. He manages it.
He was taking a lot of damage from the wave there.
But he uses his tools. He's come back. He's going to start soaking a lane, I guess, get his tools back.
But yeah, Renai clan have hit level 20. We'll have a look at the talents now.
And from winning these fights, they're now two levels in the lead. They've not lost any buildings yet.
No.
I mean, excluding towers.
Yeah, I think the Shreds need to make a play soon. It's kind of.
I mean, they just want to find someone on the rotation or something, don't they?
Yeah, they need to do something. If they just take a fair fight here, they might struggle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on the lanes with those camps.
Being on point first here, I mean, the Hacker's going to burrow top, so they're going to be 4v5.
Yeah, it seems a bit pointless them being here, I think. Sonya's still mid. Their talent tier down.
Oh, yes!
Nice stun on Lunara. Very nicely done.
Now back out. You've got the Dragon Queen up. Just back out. Just get the objective. Kelphos is here. Dahaka is going to burrow top at any second now. So you're still going to have an even fight when Dahaka gets there.
Jellic ornaments popped. Walks out of there. Diablo going for the APOC, but Imperius is okay. He's got his unstoppable.
Oh, and Diablo. He's still low soul, so he's squishier than he wants
Alex
to be.
Straza's going in for the kill with the heroic.
She's not going to get it. Nice CC on the Dahaka keeps Diablo alive. But Tychus is on his own. He finishes the objective off, but dies for it.
Yep, Anduin just about survives.
They're not really going to be able to push with this, but I suppose it alleviates a bit of the pressure for them.
Yeah, it was very nicely done. Sonya was still clearing up mid and bots, so they did really well to sort of trade in that fight.
Yeah, Dahaka was actually able to stay mid long enough to get that keep, which must have been really frustrating for the Sonya. Because, well, you know, in a way, what value does she get by trying to defend it?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, the Punisher getting the gate. One tower.
Oh,
but yeah,
an 18-minute Punisher, and that's all that it gets.
Consider it
a worrying amount.
Consider it a denial Punisher. I mean, Renai clan didn't get it, so they've still got the keep top.
Yeah, it kept you in the game.
Kept him in the game. They got 20 now. Tychus is back very soon, as long as Anduin doesn't get picked off here.
They're going to look for a pick on Diablo here if he's not careful.
Yeah.
They're just stalking around now looking for an opportunity, and you need to avoid that for as long as possible.
Yep.
Again, wait, you got Dahaka top. I would maybe look to gank Dahaka.
Yeah, you could force the burrow out, possibly.
I know they've failed at ganking Dahaka a couple times, so it'll be a bit disheartening.
As long as they don't commit too many heroics.
Yeah, I wouldn't ban heroics for it. Oh, they could get someone coming up it. This is nice positioning for Diablo. If his team gets to him, yes. Hello. Imperius is possibly the worst person to get it on. Disengage now if you can, but Diablo's gone. Dahaka's coming back with full health. Tychus is gonna fall as well. He's in that time trap. That's the end. Anduin should not have gone in there. Goodbye, Anduin. A valiant effort with the light bomb, but it wasn't gonna work. They're gonna go straight to core here, I think.
Yeah. I don't think there's much that Shreds can do here with the Sonya and the Chromie.
It's kind of bad luck there. It just happened to be the Imperius that was the one that walked around that corner then.
Definitely. I think they had to do something because you know, the map is really against them, so good on them for going for the play, but it didn't pay off in the end.
That was probably their best shot at winning the game there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice damage on the Lunara, but not enough to get the kill.
No, core's getting
And
melted.
there goes the core.
Then
GG.
GG 2-1 to Renai clan, who
You know how I'm jumping onto it.
win their first game of the Epic Cup group stage.
Nice. Do you want to see if they want a captain's interview?
Yeah, I can ask. There's a lot of.
Yeah, but no one else does captain's interviews, Poppin. So we are just going to see if anyone from any clan wants to do an interview. And hopefully they do, because it's always nice to get a bit of insight.
Yeah, see what they say. So, very fun game. So, main tank Imperius, 100% win rate for Renai clan so far.
I know.
So,
New to the new to them this season. And we are going to have an interview with one of them.
yeah, it looks like Zosh, Renai clan will join us.
Belfast player.
Cool, right. Let's head over there now, right? Oh, look at you, so eager. Oh, hopefully you'll be joined in a second by Zosh. Here he is.
Here we go.
Hello.
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 Hello. How's it going?
Great.
Yeah, well done on the win.
Thanks.
I mean, it was a very impressive game 3 there.
Oh yeah, very close.
Well, you guys, I'd fair to say you absolutely dominated in the first game.
Yeah.
Second game went down to the wire. So game 3 compared to second game seemed quite relaxed. If we kind of take you back to game 1, your triple front line, bringing Imperius in for the first time this season.
Yeah.
Bit of an odd draft. Was it your plan from the outset, or did it just kind of happen?
Not really. We kind of just. I usually play melee assassin, but at this point, we swapped the roster, so like the roster, I swapped to mage.
Okay.
But I said, okay, we can do something special. I can still play my melee assassins. They're probably not gonna expect it, or maybe not even able to deal with it. So we just pulled it out. So we used to play triple frontline kind of on Volskaya, because Volskaya is one of our favorite maps.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went well.
It went very well. I don't think. I mean, you put a lot of pressure on their ETC from the outset in that first game, and it just looked like they couldn't decide quite how to engage on you after that with the Alarak and obviously the Imperius. There was just a bit too much CC and damage for them to deal with.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Obviously, in that second game, they swapped Tankus out, and you had to deal with obviously a very aggressive Diablo and a Bloodlust to follow up on that.
Yeah, after the draft was finished, we kind of, oh shit, we might get smashed this game, because Battlefield of Eternity is like one of our least favorite maps.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had like a very strong combo. We are used to play against Bloodlust, but the tank swap was kinda unexpected. It's basically new game kinda, because the tank is making the pace of the team fights kinda, or the engages.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, we have a new tank, new mindset kinda, just throw everything out of the head what we had in the first game, because now we deal against other type of engages. And yeah, we just got smashed.
But you did decide to allow the Diablo through for the final game. Did you intend to just kind of allow it and then counterpick it? I mean, obviously
Yeah, this was our intention, yeah. to
Yeah.
counter pick it with the Imperius, and we thought the Diablo in the second match was a problem, but also the Bloodlust was crushing us hard, and the Sylvanas was able to do whatever she wants with backline diving all day long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so we just said, okay, we're gonna ban Rhaegar, and we are fine. Or we used to play against Diablo on Infernal Shrines.
Yeah.
So we just let this through.
Nice. And obviously, you mentioned that your roster changed a bit for this. Is that going to be now permanent changes for the rest of the season, or is it going to be changing up again for the next?
Now we're not really roster change. I kinda swapped to, because we swapped out. We said, okay, we can't play melee assassins with the tower changes, because just like, okay, you can't dive that much in melee assassins, too much frontline, and then you're gonna die under the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I'm playing mage, but this time I said, let me play Alarak, please. And then yes, we said, okay, Alarak should fit, and they probably not expected. So, yeah.
I mean, it worked out. So, like, considering you were kind of thinking on your feet during the drafts, it went very well. So you should definitely be happy with it.
Yes.
Your group's been obviously kind of considered as the group of death.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your next 2 upcoming games?
I don't know. I'm just clearing everything out of my head and just try to have fun. We try to come into the out of the groups, but it will be hard. So we have to play very well next time. This time was a little bit messy, sometimes out of position, some communication issues, and
fingers crossed. I mean, Poppin mentioned that Hands Up, who you're against, obviously got off to a very good start this season, but have kind of lost a few games recently. So that they might be showing a bit of weakness that you can exploit. So yeah. Don't worry about it too much. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know if Poppin, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
No, cool. Do you want to do any shout outs?
Yeah, of course. I want to shout out to the team. All people are watching the streams, even one of those 3 casters. Yeah, thank you for casting, and maybe we hear us next time.
Yeah, fingers crossed we'll get to see some more of your games. But yeah, we're going to go for now. So yeah, thanks for playing. Well played, and good luck for the future.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
You too. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, good game. Like I said, it was kind of neutral ground that last map. So not necessarily surprised that it ended quite quickly or that it swung so aggressively in one favor, but I was hoping for a bit more back and forth towards the end of that game.
Yeah, definitely. I think if Shreds might have won another team fight or 2, they could have, evened up the structures a bit, and there could have been some very tense fights at the end. But no, it was well played, both teams. So
I think the draft really came together for the team that won.
Renai clan.
Renai clan. Draft really came together nicely for them at the end there.
Definitely,
as well. So, yeah, good job. And fear that Lunara.
Fear Lunara, fear the Imperius. Yeah.
Yeah, lesson learned. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you again soon.
Cool.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.